Are you thinking of moving to the UAE? Before you pack your bags, there are some things that you need to know, from the strict laws and the hidden costs. Today, I'm sharing everything I wish I knew before moving to Dubai. Trust you me, you don't want to repeat the same mistakes that I did. So stick around until the end of the video. I'm going to be sharing some essential tips that can be able to save you money and a lot of stress. So the first thing that we're going to talk about today is the cost of living is higher than you think. One of the biggest surprises is that the cost of living, yes, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, those are the biggest cities, and the cost of living is really crazy. So you can find that rent, it will be around $1,000 to $5,000. It will depend with the area that you want to live. So if you want to live in the downtown, then the cost of living there, it's expensive. But if you look at areas whereby you want maybe a cheaper place, you can look for places like there is Al Nada, there is Satwa, there's so many places that you can be able to go and look for a place to stay. So all in all, if you want to save money in terms of rent wise, you can just either look for places like Al Nada, we have JVC, we have International City. So those are some of the places that I'm mentioning that are a bit cheaper, even though the rent is increasing every single day. Now, the second, and also there are those people that come here when maybe, for example, they're looking for jobs. You can be able to get you can be able to get places like bed spaces, even though some of them are illegal. You're not supposed to have them. You're not supposed to be staying in those, or sharing apartments. You can be able to do those, but it will depend. Some are a bit expensive. So now let's talk about visa and residency rules are very strict. So in Dubai or in UAE, there is one rule. When you lose a job, you have only 30 days grace period to either look for another job or to exit the country. So it's up to you. It will depend with the employer. You will find some employers that might give you around 60 days to be able to look for a job. If you don't get anything, it's a high time that you need to change your status. It's either you can change your status to either a visit visa or you get another job. Once you get another job, you will not have any problems. But if the 30 days grace period is over and you've not changed your status, meaning you'll be under overstay. And with overstay, it will you'll get very heavy fines. Every single day, you'll always receive a fine. It's either 100 dirhams or maybe 150 dirhams. It will depend. So it's advisable the moment once you know that your visa is out and you don't have any, you've already started your overstay, it's a high time that you need to exit the country. Okay. Otherwise, once the police catch you, definitely you'll just be deported. There is no any other way. So there's so much strict laws about overstaying. So you're not supposed to overstay. You're not supposed to be on overstay in this country. So get that right. Point number 3, the laws are very strict, so don't get fined or deported. Some of the things that we can talk about is you cannot, first of all, in this country, you cannot display your affection to your partner, like holding hands, kissing in public. That is not allowed in this country. So those are some of the things that you need to know. As well, drinking alcohol is not allowed in public. You're not supposed to do that, not unless you have a license, or maybe the place where you're drinking the alcohol is licensed. And posting any negative things on social media, remember that one also is not allowed. So you'll find yourself getting very heavy fines because of that. As well, there's one more thing also. I do remember there's a time whereby I entered the metro when I was so new. Metro, that is the train. And I was chewing. Chewing inside the metro is not allowed. As well, inside the buses or taxis is not allowed. So as well, you'll get very heavy fines. My first fine that I received, it was a fine of chewing gum in a bus. So I was chewing gum inside the bus, and when the RTA guy came, I was just told that I'm being fined a whole 120 just because of the gum that I was chewing. So you don't want to find yourself in such a situation. So just read and make sure that you understand each and every rules before you come in this country, because you'll find yourself with very, very heavy fines. Same applies to crossing the road where you're not supposed to be to cross. Like, let's say, for example, in terms of a zebra crossing, you need to use those ones. Otherwise, when you cross the road and there's no any zebra crossing, remember, if the police catch you, definitely you'll receive a fine that you're not even pleased to have it. So bear that in mind. The fourth point is that jobs aren't easy to find. You know, many people, when they're looking for jobs, you'll find like people are leaving their countries or whichever countries they're working, thinking that here they're going to come instantly and get a job. Jobs are not easy to find. Yes, you can be able to get a job, but maybe it will not be a job of your choice or a job that you've been really looking forward to get. So it's all a hustle, and you just need to have patience in order for you to be able to get that job that you really want. So the best advice is, before, people used to come and tarmac, go to different offices, go to different hotels while they're looking for jobs, but currently there's nothing of the sort. So in case if you're looking for a job, you don't have to go out there and the sun is too hot. You know, when summer is out, it's crazy. You cannot even move around. So nowadays, even if you visit any place, when you try to go in tarmac, they just give you a card, a business card that has all the details, and then you can just apply from their website. So nowadays, there's no tarmacking, so you just have to use the correct website so that you can be able to look for a job. So you can use LinkedIn, you can use Bait, you can use Naukri Gulf and all those websites, so that you can be able to look for jobs. Because just only tamaking and roaming around, definitely you're not going to get anything, but you'll just go back home with a lot of business cards that you just need to go back to their websites and apply for those jobs that you're looking for. And one more thing about the jobs also, many companies nowadays, they require at least UAE experience. So the people who are coming maybe from back home and they've never worked any other country, it's a bit a hassle for them. But maybe, let's say, for example, the people who have worked in any Gulf countries that is similar to the UAE experience, so definitely it will be easy for you guys to get the job. But it's a hassle. Maybe you might get a job that it's not according to your career, but what we normally say is, especially the people who are coming with visit visa, don't choose any jobs, just grab whatever opportunity that you're going to get, and that's how you're going to gain the UAE experience that they're looking forward to, and it will be a bonus for you. So maybe in 6 or in a year, you can be able to change the job position and you can move to whichever job opportunity that you are looking for according to your own career. Point number 5, transportation, to drive or not to drive. So public transportation anyway, it's really, really, really good. So we have buses, we have the RTA buses, we have the metro, and also we have the taxis. So you have all means of transportation in this country. It's up to you. So, or if you need your own comfort, maybe you just want to roam around and drive yourself, then you just need to get the UAE license and you can be able to have all your freedom. In terms of the buses and the metros, it's easy. All you have to do is you just need to purchase an all card that you can either do it on a monthly basis, or maybe if you can just buy only an all card that will take you to a certain trip where you want to go and coming back again. So it will depend. The choice will be yours. And an advice for anyone who is coming here to look for a job, it's better once you get a job, just check the destination, and then you can be able to move closer to your workplace, so that at least you will not have to incur a lot of expenses in terms of transportation. Maybe, let's say, for example, you're working in Al Quoz, you can also look for a place to live in Al Quoz, so that at least you'll just use maybe a one-time bus that will take you there. Okay, because transportation is everywhere, buses are everywhere, metro is easy. You can either you just take only a bus that will take you directly to the metro station. Another thing that you need to know is, for the ones who are looking for driving, remember, driving is not easy in UAE. Like, it's not like driving back home, the way you just go, like where I come from, it's easy. to go for driving classes. You just go there, you just do your classes and you're done. You pay a small amount of money. Here, if let's say, for example, you're a beginner and you've never driven before, then it will cost you a lot. So meaning, for you might go and end up booking unlimited classes, whereby it's much easier for you, especially the people who have never driven before. You just pay for the unlimited classes, and that one will cost you around, it will depend school by school. Like for me, where I went to, I paid a whole 9,000 dirhams, 9,200 for my driving classes. So it will depend, because it was unlimited since I've never driven before. So it's up to you. You're going to choose. But if you know you have a license in your country, then it's easy for you, because maybe you'll have to pay less amount of money, maybe around 4,000 to 5,000 dirhams, so that you can get the UAE license. And remember, fines are crazy. Now, same applies to, as I said before, you can get fines only just by only walking and not using the correct pathways. Same applies if you know that you're a driver in the UAE. They have very crazy fines. Imagine, let's say, for example, you crossed the red light and you're driving. That's 1,000 dirhams, and your car is going to be impounded for a whole 30 days, and you don't want to lose your car. So, and for speed cameras, maybe you'll just be fined around 500 dirhams. You don't want to get all those fines. So as you enroll for those classes, make sure that you read and understand and ask, learn, so that you don't have to incur all these fines. You know, there are so many people whereby, I just met someone whereby in every month, you know, he's using his own car. Every single month, he's getting fines worth 1,000 or even 2,000 dirhams. And you're like, how much is your salary? And how much are the fines? And all these fines, you need to pay them. So fines are really crazy in this country. So you just need to make sure that you understand all the rules before you get out there with your car. Buying a car is very easy. It's very cheap. It will depend with the type of car that you want to buy and where you want to buy it. But the strict rules that they have, those rules will make you leave the car at the parking if you continue making all those fines. Still on the fines, also we do have the while you're using the metro, also you need to make sure that you use the NOL card that you're going to get there. If you don't use a NOL card, and or maybe if, let's say, for example, you don't top up your NOL card and you just enter the bus or the metro, definitely the RTA guys, they will just come when they're checking. They normally do random checks, and when they come inside and they check and your card has not been topped up, or you didn't tag inside the bus, then definitely you're going to get fined. So fines in this country are really, really crazy. It's not same like our countries. Yes, you have the best transportation, you have everything good, but you just need to follow all the rules. Point number 6, hidden expenses can catch you off guard. Moving costs more than just rent. There are so many hidden fees, like let's say, for example, visa processing fees. You'll find housing deposits and agent fees, especially when you're going to look for a house. You need an apartment, maybe. There are so many hidden fees. Maybe you'll find there is commission, there is agent fee, there are all these. And one thing that you need to put in mind is that health insurance is a mandatory in this country. So those are some of the things that you need to keep in mind before coming in this country. Okay, so a tip to each and every one of you. So before, always budget at 3 to 6 months of savings before coming in this country. Then you'll be on the safer side. So that's it. And if you found this helpful, kindly like and subscribe to more insights on life in Dubai and beyond. And you can just tell us, have you moved to the UAE or are you planning? Just let me know in the comments below, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much, and you're most welcome to UAE, especially in Dubai or in Abu Dhabi or in any other emirate. You're most welcome.